What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and things are getting tense with Joe Manchin and the stimulus reconciliation bill. This is your stimulus and infrastructure bill update. Now, as you know, today has been a very busy day in Congress regarding stimulus reconciliation. There's been a whole lot going on, and I shared with you in the last video that I did the actual video footage that came out today from President Joe Biden as he boarded that helicopter to visit Kentucky, and our hearts and prayers, our thoughts go out to those suffering from the devastation of those tornadoes. But before he got on that helicopter, he let us know that he hoped that they would get the bill done this year and that they were making progress, but it didn't sound very promising. And then right after that, we heard Democratic congressional leaders come out and say, it looks like it is not going to be passing this year. The stimulus reconciliation Build Back Better bill will be passing in 2022. Now, we're hearing this is all due to Senator Joe Manchin, that moderate centrist Democrat, who they need his vote to pass this through. They need every single one. And he is saying, we have a cause to pause. We need to stop. This needs to be delayed out. We need to reevaluate because inflation is at a 40-year high. This is going to be adding to it even more so. And we need to reconsider the items in this bill. Now, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Should we get rid of this bill altogether because there's too much debt and inflation? Should we pass it through and allow the child tax credits included to continue on? He is suggesting also taking out the child tax credits, saying they're going to be too expensive over the course of the next 10 years. Should we pass stimulus checks and unemployment, which is currently not even included in this stimulus bill? Well, you guys, these are all different ideas and things that are being circulated around, and right now, we are hearing things are getting a little tense for Senator Joe Manchin, as he is literally the only one that is stopping this from going through. And take a look at what happened today. Senator Joe Manchin called him BS during a tense Build Back Better exchange, and the CBO has predicted that the Build Back Better will add $3 trillion to the national debt. And as you can imagine, Senator Joe Manchin is getting a lot of pressure from all across the board to push this through, and it looks like he's had just about enough. Now, we're getting confirmation that, kind of blew up on one of the reporters today. I'm going to give you all the details, and we're going to be seeing what's unfolding as we're hearing negotiations could get dragged out very likely into 2022. Headlines have been popping up all over on this today. So you guys, I'm going to get you caught up on the latest on this Joe Manchin explosion, where we're going from here, and what's happening in Congress with stimulus. Now, before we dive in though, if you could do me a quick favor, if you appreciate the content, don't forget, smash the like button. Just takes a second. Helps me out with the YouTube algorithm a ton. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here, you want to stay up to date, it's easy to do so, totally free. Just hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and I'll keep you up to speed on everything going on. And if you got any specific questions for me, I'm easy to get a hold of directly. All you got to do is shoot me a DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. Best way by far to get a hold of me directly. And also, consider joining that second channel, Steve Ram Finance, if you're somebody that's interested in growing wealth and learning about personal finance. Maybe you're starting over and you need a financial makeover and you want to launch a business, invest in stocks, crypto, real estate. This is going to be the channel for you. I'm really excited. I think it's going to help out a ton of people. We're going to be launching closer towards the end of the year, already over 1,000 subscribers. I'll pin a comment down below with the link. All you got to do is click it, go subscribe, turn on notifications, and I think it's going to be very helpful. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and dive right into the latest coming out on stimulus and get you caught up on everything going on. So let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, you guys, so link in the description below to this article that just came out a little while ago that's going to be covering the heated discussions that took place today with Joe Manchin, a reporter, and on Build Back Better. Now, the article says a Huffington Post reporter said that Senator Joe Manchin called him BS on Wednesday today during another heated round with the press about his hesitations over passing through that Build Back Better plan. Now, as you know, too, we've covered it before. Joe Manchin has been met on his yacht by protesters in the water. They've blocked his Maserati, and people have met him in the streets, calling for him to pass this through. And now it sounds like he's just had about enough with this reporter today as well. Take a look, you guys. Manchin is one of the few moderate senators still holding out on President Biden's multi-trillion-dollar spending package, with the media consistently pressing him on if and when he's going to change his mind. The confrontations have sometimes become contentious. This is BS and you're BS. Manchin just told me, a Huffington Post politics reporter, Arthur Delaney, tweeted out today. And you guys, Delaney followed up the quote with some context. that he had asked the senator about the child tax credits. Other reporters confirmed the account. So you guys, he's pushing him about this because today is literally the last day of the child tax credits going out, December 15th, going into January. There will be no monthly checks going out. So they're saying they need to pass this before the new year in order for them to continue on. And if they do not, it will be the end of the child tax credits. I had asked if it was true that he wanted the child tax credits out of the Build Back Better bill. I've always been for the child tax credits, he said. So I asked if he wanted to continue paying parents $300 a month. And he said he was not going to negotiate with me and that I was BS. Everyone around here is for the child tax credit, Delaney continued. It's a question of whether you want to keep it paying parents as much as $300 per month. If the advanced monthly payments and extra $1,600 expires at the end of this month, suggesting that they need to pass the stimulus reconciliation bill now, there will still be a $2,000 partially refundable credit. Now, another reporter said, I thought this was a joke, but Arthur shared his recording with the Hill poll, and it was not a joke. Manchin sounded quite done with questions about his position on the child tax credit. So confirmation coming out that this exchange did take place. Now, Manchin has sparred with reporters over several occasions after not taking the progressive position on certain Capitol Hill debates. His colleagues, Senator Kyrsten Sinema, has also been on the receiving end of aggressive questioning on her bill and the position. Media pundits have mocked her, while news outlets have accused her of acting more like a Republican. Left-wing activists once even confronted her in the bathroom in Arizona State University over her position on the Build Back Better bill. And I shared that with you in a previous video, as well as protesters literally chased her into the restroom, and the whole thing was recorded protesting her stance on the bill. Now, the Congressional Budget Office released its estimates on the Build Back Better impact on the U.S. economy, predicting that the legislation would cost nearly $5 trillion and add $3 trillion to the nation's debt if it remained in effect through 2031. Some Democrats have rejected the CBO's conclusions, while White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki referred to the score as fake. Now, Manchin told reporters that he had been in meetings with President Biden for negotiations on the bill. And we've confirmed that the past couple days they've been having phone calls trying to negotiate to get this through. And we've heard the stances of both of them. Biden said he doesn't want to budge. He wants a big, robust bill, and he is willing to wait it out in order to get that done. And Joe Manchin, on the other hand, is saying he doesn't want to budge either. He needs the price tag overall to come down for him to get on board because he doesn't want to add more so to the debt. And that's where things currently stand with that. And there are provisions, specifically the child tax credits, that he's concerned about the cost that is going to be added to our debt and then spurring even further inflation. So that's where things currently stand with negotiations on the bill, you guys. So we will see. And as you can see, though, things are getting a bit tense today as there was a whole lot of news coming out on the delays for this bill. And of course, as more information comes out, you guys, I'll be sure to keep you up to date here on the channel. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. That is the latest on stimulus reconciliation, the negotiations, Joe Manchin, and him calling reporters certain things. So, you guys, I will keep you up to date as more information rolls out. As always, thank you so much for joining me. And if you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, smash that like button. Just takes a second. Helps me out a ton. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Also, leave your comments. Share this out. If this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, totally free to come join and be a part of the Ram fam. I'll keep you up to date on everything going on. And if you got any questions for me, I'm easy to get a hold of directly. All you got to do is shoot me a DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. By far, best way to get a hold of me if you got any questions. And also consider joining that second channel, Steve Ram Finance, if you're interested in growing wealth and personal finance. It's going to be launching closer towards the end of the year. I will pin a comment down below. But with that being said, you guys, I hope this reaches you well, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a blessed evening. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.